I swear it's been such a long time since I washed this car. Ever since I got the Miata running and stuff, this thing has been getting neglected. And god dog, it's this big film of polish over it. Look at my wing. Ever since I made the video on it, I didn't wash the car since then just because I did want this to sit in the sun and cure. But now it's cured enough. It is like 8 or 9 days afterwards. Look at this. Still haven't cleaned this up. And that looks very bad in my opinion. So I'm gonna pull this thing up forward and get to washing this thing. I hate that whenever I go to wash my car on a beautiful day, whenever it's beautiful outside, the sun just ruins it. And why don't we have any shaded area out here? Like, I just have to wash it out in the driveway. I would be using this, but I'm not gonna use that because I do plan on doing something to my vehicle that I don't really care about water spots, don't really care about all of that because I am going to be washing it again soon. Probably not within the next few days or so though. So, I mean, let me just get a quick wash and then get started with everything that I have planned for today. I told y'all before that I will have a lot of water spots on the back of this car and all over it just because I'm not drying it off. But this tape that I used is still on here. I think I'm gonna have the clay bar to get it off. Hopefully it comes off with the clay bar. If not, then I'll have to figure out some other solution. But what I'm gonna do now that I've been putting back for so long now is I'm gonna end up fixing this. And this actually happened. I think this happened because like the previous owner, they were too lazy to pick up boxes and stuff whenever they go to like Home Depot or something. So they lay it on the trunk and then slide whatever they had in there. And they kept doing that over time. And this ended up happening. This is very rough and nasty looking and I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is take out the tail lights and then wet sand this back here, get it all smooth. And I do have some more paint. I'm gonna use this. The base coat, my paint code is YB6, Youngboy6. And this came from automotivetouchup.com. Same place that I got the clear coat from that I did in my carbon fiber restoration video. But I'm about to go ahead and take these tail lights out and get started with the wet sanding. One down. And after so much sanding, I do not recommend sanding with 1,000 grit sandpaper if your paint job was as rough as mine was. But this is how it came out so far, and it's a lot more smooth, and I'm very happy with that. This is actually all that I wanted, and now I'm not gonna even tape it off. I'm just gonna spray it as carefully as I can with the paint and then with the clear coat, and then see how that comes out after that. But like I said, this is most definitely what I've been wanting for since I had the car, and it's gonna be very smooth back here. So then in a couple weeks, whenever all the paint has cured and the clear coat has cured, then we can go ahead and buff this thing and polish it and get it looking tip top. Not saying my bumper is in the best shape, because down here you can't see it really because of the clear coat that I sanded, but it does have a little scratches and stuff right here, and then this nick that it has right here in the bumper. I don't like that either, but that's not nearly as bad as this up here. So let me go ahead and clean this off with some alcohol and get the paint in. As I stated before, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be a lot better than it was before. This is after 2 coats of the base coat before I put the clear on there. And as you can see, it does look a lot better. Like milestones better. Miles better. But this is before the clear coat. And like I said, it's not gonna be perfect. So I'm not too worried about that. But now, while I'm waiting on this to dry for about 30 minutes before I go and put the clear coat on, I'm gonna talk about what I wanted today's video to be about. Alright, so let me give you a brief rundown on my vehicles, why I got them, and the purpose for every build that I was gonna do on the channel. So, after I got rid of my Mustang, I went on ahead and bought this Genesis, and it was just gonna be, you know, a daily driver, track oriented, well, a street car that could have been put on a track. And so that's why I lowered it, put like tasteful mods to make it look decent, and I mean, you know, basic YouTube car stuff. And so I have full exhaust, intake, pretty much full bolt-on other than E85, and now here's where the car is today. And so during that process, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find a vehicle that can be more track oriented. And so that's whenever I went looking for vehicles. And to make a long story short, that's how the Miata came about. And so I was gonna do just basic bolt-ons and a bunch of suspension work first, but I came across a great deal on a turbo kit for it, so I went on ahead and jumped on that. And that's pretty much what puts the Miata where we are today. It's just a basic turbo kit Miata. It's actually a Monster Speed Miata, so it is a factory turbo, but everything else is pretty much custom other than the blow-off valve and a few other miscellaneous things. But that's not the point. That is my track car supposedly. And so if you have a track car, obviously you're gonna need something to be able to tow it to the track. And so I don't like pickup trucks, so that's where the SQ5 came into play. I always did like the SQ5. Kane knows about it. I used to talk to him about it all the time. I'm like, man, if I ever get a truck, then it's gonna be an SUV, and I'm looking forward to getting the SQ5. And so, like, another thing, just like the Miata, came across a great deal for one. Went and looked at it, everything turned out to be fine, and I ended up picking that up. So that's the purpose of all my builds. Like this one, pretty much a daily driver, look good, YouTube car, and something to base my platform around. And then the Miata track build, supposed to be fun, auto crossing, road course, all of that type of stuff. And then it makes cool noises too. My first turbo car I ever had, I do like that. And I needed something to tow it with, the SQ5, which I'm gonna put basic bolt-ons on that as well, because I don't like stock vehicles. So intake, exhaust, tune, pull it down, and wheels, tire, suspension. And that'll be pretty much the SQ5 build in a nutshell. I mean, I think I'm gonna do more than that, but that's what I'm thinking about doing at this moment. So I say all of that to say that I've actually been thinking about getting rid of all of them and just getting one specific car, with that being my favorite, my dream car, the car that I love to death. Well, not death, but close to it. The Audi R8. I would love to get one of those on the channel, and if I could, I was thinking about getting rid of everything just to get that. And I wanted to know like how y'all felt about me doing that. So I'm making this video to see what y'all think, and I hope y'all would be great enough to, first of all, if you stayed this far, pat yourself on the back. I applaud you. Thanks for that as well, and try to get other people to the channel, because that's pretty much what I was gonna say. If you get more people to the channel, then I'm gonna look more into doing that. So I was thinking, like, if I could get, I'm gonna throw a big number out there, like 10,000 subscribers by the end of April, then I'm definitely gonna do that for y'all, because y'all were doing that for me. So if y'all could do that, then the R8 would be coming to the channel very soon. But other than that, I was just doing some thinking on it. And another thing that I wasn't gonna tell y'all, but the date keeps getting pushed back, is I was actually looking forward to getting rid of the SQ5 and getting the new Nissan Z that's coming out. But it was supposed to be coming out next month in April, but it's not anymore. It's been pushed back to the summer. So I pretty much called that, it's pretty much dead for me. Like, I don't know, I was so adamant and so ready to get it whenever me and Kane were talking about it in January, and I was gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on that. I didn't tell anybody, I didn't hint to y'all anything, but I was actually gonna do that. I was gonna get rid of the SQ5 and just get the Z and see where that took me. And then, I don't know, like, something told me that I am where I am, so I don't need to worry about that. And if I was gonna upgrade, to go ahead and get the R8 and not the Z. But where I sit right now, I actually don't even know what I wanna do. I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep everything. But like I said, if y'all do reach that far-fetched goal for me, I will try my hardest and do my best to get rid of all of these. A lot of y'all, since I got this car, y'all were ready for me to get rid of it anyways, because y'all were like, why did you get rid of the Terminator, like, to get a Hyundai? And I was like, you know why? Because that car was old. Like, it was fast, but that's pretty much all it was fast. And like, I could make other stuff fast that's newer. This, not necessarily saying this will be as fast as that, but one day I promise you it will be, if I kept it. So yeah, that's just what was on my mind. I wanted to go ahead and, you know, talk face to face with y'all and let y'all know that. And I appreciate y'all for everything you do. And the ones who are watching this who aren't subscribed to the channel, I hope that y'all will subscribe after this, especially me telling y'all that information. But if not, I mean, that's cool too. Just give me a thumbs up and like the video, please. Thanks. Man, I think it came out pretty good. Like I said, it's not gonna come out professionally perfect, but it did come out pretty good if you ask me. The car looks pretty clean still, even though it does have water spots on it. But I don't know if y'all can hear me because my exhaust, but look at it. This came out a lot better than it was. Like, a lot better. Now I actually could wash my car without the dread mitt or whatever it's called getting caught onto the little rough patches on it, and that's always a plus. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. So if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. leave some positive vibes in the comment section below. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, then go ahead and subscribe. Or aren't you subscribed? Like I said, we're trying to get to that 10K mark by the end of next month. If so, you already know what's coming to the channel. But as always, remember to do more, be more, believe more, and achieve more. And I thank y'all for watching.